and welcome to my vlog today. This is going to be a very exciting vlog. Excuse me, vlog with a V, because I am starting a new series giving you my first year teacher tips. When I started my first year teaching, kind of mid-year, I started just in a document, like in a Google Doc. I just started typing some tips that I may give to future first year teachers. And I recently found it. I'm like, oh, this will be a cool vlog series. So there are 16 things that I just randomly wrote down in this vlog. There's no rhyme or reason or order to any of them. I just wrote them down and I thought it'd be cool to share with you guys. There are 16 things. So there's going to be 4 videos and there's going to be 4 tips per video. Number 1. Do not be afraid to ask the stupid questions. Even if you think someone's going to judge you for a stupid question, it doesn't matter. Chances are people aren't going to judge you because they've either been there or they know you're a first year teacher. So they're like, oh, it's cute, or they'll just explain it to you because we're all on the same team here. And if someone does judge you for asking a stupid question, then who cares? Screw them. Don't be friends with that person. No big deal. Moving on. Number 2, know the important people to ask the stupid questions to. In most schools, there's like a chain of command. For instance, if you're in a big school, you're not going to want to ask how to turn on your computer to the principal. They may be willing to help if they're a nice principal, but they're not the one that you should ask. Does that make sense? Usually you'll have some type of lead. You'll have a subject area lead, or if you're in elementary, a grade area lead, or whatever. If you're in a small Christian school, you may just ask your neighbor, But most schools, especially if they're bigger schools, they have some type of chain of command. So know who your lead is, and then ask them your starting questions, and then they'll point you to the right people if they don't know the answer to the question. So that's number 2. Number 3, always take feedback. People will probably be walking in and out of your classroom all the time as a first year teacher. When I was a first year teacher, I had principals, assistant principals, coaches, instructional guides, admin of all kinds, people I didn't even know walking into my classroom. And you're going to be nervous. You just are. No matter how confident you are. I was super confident in my abilities as a first year teacher, but I was still nervous when people walked in and out, whether they told me or not. Sometimes you'll get principals that'll tell you, I'm coming into your classroom at this time, or you'll get a principal walking in randomly. That's going to happen. They're always going to be checking up on you because you're the goofy 22-year-old that just got out of college. Be prepared for people coming in and out. When they come in and out, they'll probably give you feedback more often than not. But just know this, they're not out to get you. A lot of teachers, they become cynical and all that stuff because they have this mindset that, oh, admin's out to get me, they don't like me. Don't get that mindset early on. They're just trying to make sure that you're doing what you need to be doing. And they believe that you're doing what you need to be doing because they hired you. So it's not that they're trying to get you or trying to trip you up. They're just trying to make sure that they made the right decision, and just prove to them that they made the right decision and do your job well. No big deal. They want to help, and when they help, they give feedback. When you get feedback, take it. If you don't agree with the feedback, just kind of say, could you maybe explain it more? Give me some examples. Politely say these things. You don't want to be that teacher that fights with admin. Not saying that you shouldn't stand up for yourself, but definitely take into consideration that most of them have done this before. You may not agree with it, whatever kind of feedback they give you, but no, most of them aren't out to get you. They're out to make sure their school's doing what it needs to be doing. So when people give you advice, take it. If you don't agree with it, see if you can have a conversation about it politely, not a mean one. There's never been a piece of advice that I haven't agreed with that an administrator has given me. It's always been constructive. I've never felt attacked. I've never felt like they were wrong. It's always been very positive, very constructive, and it's always helped me and my students. So that's just me. So that was number 3. Number 4, stay away from negative teachers. Guys, seriously, this is so important. You have no idea. Negativity is a killer at any school. It spreads throughout, and it could just start with one negative person. Sometimes there are multiple. There will always be at least one teacher that will find something wrong with the school, something wrong with whatever is said, something wrong with every meeting you ever go to. I don't want to generalize and say that this is all schools, but there's always somebody who's going to be more negative than everyone else. It's easy to spot. They're super easy to spot. Stay away from them. Okay? Once you find them, stay away from them and try everything not to become them. The reason that I say stay away from them is because your first year teaching, you don't want to get negative. Okay? That is the last thing you want to do. I'm not saying not being honest. I'm just saying you're going to want to surround yourself with positive people who aren't going to bring you down, not a negative Nancy teacher. Sorry. Those are my first 4. Again, to recap, you have don't be afraid to ask the stupid questions. Find the right person to ask the stupid questions to. Always take feedback, whether you like it or not. Be polite. And 4, stay away from negative teachers. So those are the first 4. The next 4 will be coming at you soon. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching. Share with other teachers, especially first-year teachers. If you're a first-year teacher, student teacher, know a first-year teacher, or have gotten back into the game and just want to start again, share these videos. I'm sure somebody can take some advice. And if you're not a first-year teacher, you've been teaching for a while, let me know. What are some of your advices? Come on now. What are some tips that you have for first-year teachers? And maybe they correlate with some of mine that I'm going to have. So, all right, thank you for watching. I appreciate your following and subscribing of my videos, and I will see you guys. So.